Arsenal fans, this is the moment you've been waiting for. After months of speculation, endless negotiations, and countless transfer rumours, Mikel Arteta's dream signing is finally on the verge of becoming reality. Reports now indicate that Arsenal have successfully sealed a deal worth £75 million for Brazilian midfield superstar Bruno Guimarães, with the midfielder scheduled to undergo his medical examination tomorrow before officially becoming a gunner. This is a transfer that Arteta has reportedly pushed for throughout the summer. The Arsenal manager has always believed that his squad needed one more elite midfielder to take the club to the next level, and Bruno Guimarães has been at the very top of his wish list. His leadership, energy, technical brilliance, and winning mentality make him the perfect player to elevate Arsenal's midfield. The agreement is understood to be worth £75 million as a complete package, ending Newcastle United's long fight to keep one of their most influential players. Negotiations have reportedly been intense over recent weeks, with Arsenal determined not to let this opportunity slip away. Despite interest from other elite European clubs, Bruno has reportedly prioritised the Emirates Stadium, believing Arteta's project offers him the best chance to compete for the biggest trophies. For Arsenal supporters, this signing represents much more than simply adding another midfielder. Bruno Guimarães has established himself as one of the Premier League's finest players since arriving in England. His ability to dominate matches, dictate the tempo, win tackles, create chances and score crucial goals makes him one of the most complete midfielders in world football. Arteta has been searching for exactly this type of player. While Arsenal already possess quality in midfield, Bruno brings something unique. He combines defensive aggression with creative intelligence, allowing him to control games from deep while also driving forward to support the attack. His passion, determination, and leadership qualities perfectly fit the mentality Arteta has built within this Arsenal squad. The timing of the medical is another huge indication that the transfer is entering its final stage. Once a player is scheduled for a medical, it usually means the clubs have agreed on the major terms of the transfer, and only the final formalities remain before contracts are signed. Arsenal's medical team is expected to carry out a full assessment tomorrow before the official announcement is prepared. Inside the Emirates, excitement is growing rapidly. Arsenal fans have followed every update throughout this transfer saga, and now they appear to be just one step away from welcoming one of the club's biggest signings in recent years. Social media has already exploded with celebrations, with many supporters believing Bruno could become the missing piece that finally helps Arsenal conquer the Premier League and compete strongly in the Champions League. Bruno's arrival would also provide Arsenal with incredible tactical flexibility. He can operate as a deep-lying playmaker, a box-to-box midfielder, or even in a more advanced creative role when needed. His work rate means he fits perfectly into Arteta's high-pressing system, while his passing range allows Arsenal to break down even the most stubborn defensive teams. Another important factor is Bruno's experience. Having already proven himself in the Premier League, he will not need months to adapt to English football. He knows the intensity, understands the physical demands, and has consistently delivered outstanding performances against the league's biggest clubs. That means Arsenal could benefit from his quality immediately. For Newcastle United, losing Bruno is undoubtedly a major setback. He has been one of the leaders of their project and one of the most admired players by the supporters. However, the reported £75 million package represents a significant financial return, allowing the Magpies to reinvest in strengthening their own squad. For Arsenal, though, this deal sends a powerful message to the rest of Europe. The Gunners are showing they are no longer satisfied with simply challenging for trophies. They want to win them. By signing one of the Premier League's standout midfielders, Arsenal are demonstrating their ambition to compete with every elite club in Europe. If everything proceeds smoothly during tomorrow's medical, Arsenal supporters could soon witness Bruno Guimarães holding the famous red and white shirt for the first time. The official announcement, unveiling photos, and first interview would likely follow shortly afterward, marking the beginning of an exciting new chapter for both the player and the club. The Emirates Stadium has been waiting for another world-class midfield leader, and all signs suggest that wait is almost over. Mikel Arteta's long-standing dream appears to be coming true. It is exactly the type of midfield capable of dominating possession against the biggest clubs while also matching the physical demands of the Premier League. It is easy to understand why Arsenal supporters have become so excited by these reports. However, as massive as the Bruno Guimarães story is, Arsenal's ambitions reportedly go even further. According to Spanish journalist Sergio Valentin, Mikel Arteta has personally spoken with Real Madrid superstar Vinicius Jr. regarding a possible move to Arsenal this summer. The report claims Arteta directly explained his football project, outlining exactly how the Brazilian winger would fit into Arsenal's system and become one of the central figures in the club's future. That is a significant development because Arteta has built a reputation for personally convincing elite players to join Arsenal by presenting a clear vision of their role within his project. Several current Arsenal players have previously praised the manager for the detailed conversations he holds before transfers are completed, and it appears he is attempting to use that same approach once again. The biggest obstacle remains Real Madrid's valuation. Reports indicate that the Spanish giants are demanding around €170 million for Vinicius Jr., a figure Arsenal are currently unwilling to pay. Instead, the Gunners reportedly hope they can negotiate a deal for less than €150 million, particularly if Vinicius fails to reach an agreement over a new contract with Real Madrid. Arsenal are believed to be monitoring the situation very closely, understanding that contract negotiations could play a huge role in determining whether Madrid eventually become more willing to negotiate. While completing such a transfer would still be incredibly difficult, the fact that Arsenal are even being linked with one of the world's biggest stars demonstrates how much the club has grown under Arteta's leadership. Signing Vinicius Jr. would completely transform Arsenal's attack. His explosive acceleration, exceptional dribbling ability and experience of performing on football's biggest stages would give Arsenal another world-class dimension. Imagine Bukayo Saka attacking from one side while Vinicius Jr. operates from the other. Defenders would constantly face impossible decisions about where to focus their attention, creating even more space for Martin Odegaard, Kai Havertz, and potentially Bruno Guimarães to exploit through the middle. It is the type of attacking combination capable of terrifying any defense in Europe and significantly increasing Arsenal's chances of winning major trophies. What makes these reports even more exciting is the message they send about Arsenal's ambition. Only a few years ago, supporters were dreaming about returning to the Champions League after a difficult period away from Europe's elite competition. Today, Arsenal are being linked with players who are among the very best in world football. The club has established itself as one of Europe's most attractive destinations, thanks to Arteta's clear football philosophy, a young and talented squad, consistent Champions League qualification, and a genuine belief that major silverware is within reach. Arsenal are no longer simply participating in the transfer market. They are competing for elite players alongside the biggest clubs on the planet. Of course, it is important to remember that while these reports have generated enormous excitement, neither transfer has been officially announced by the clubs involved. Transfer stories can develop rapidly, negotiations can change, and unexpected twists are always possible before contracts are signed. Nevertheless, the growing number of reports surrounding both Bruno Guimarães and Vinicius Jr. has given Arsenal supporters genuine reasons to dream about what could become one of the greatest transfer windows in the club's modern history. If Bruno Guimarães is officially unveiled in the coming days and Arsenal continue their pursuit of Vinicius Jr., Mikel Arteta could be assembling a squad capable of challenging not only for the Premier League title, but also for the UEFA Champions League. The ambition being shown by the club reflects just how far Arsenal